Death in antidepressant bottles. They told her it would help. One small pill once a day, a promise wrapped in plastic. They called it medicine. She called it hope. Palmila George loved her classroom. At 42, she had a laugh that filled rows of desks and a patience that made children try harder. She was a wife, a mother of two, a friend people relied on. To everyone who knew her, she was steady. But life is a series of small things stacked until one day the pile falls. It started small for Palmila. A morning so heavy she couldn't climb out of bed. A memory she could not pull into focus. The teacher's lounge jokes felt loud and hushed at the same time. She blamed stress. She blamed busy. Her doctor offered a name, depression, and then a little bottle. The prescription felt like an answer. "This will help you feel like yourself again," the leaflet said. On the first days, it seemed true. The terrible heaviness eased. She sat up. She smiled. Her family breathed. But medicine has edges. For some, the edge is a clean, healing line. For others, it is a hidden blade. Slowly, almost without warning, the colors dulled. Joy receded, not replaced by sadness, not exactly but by something worse. Absence. Palmila could go through the motions, make breakfast, grade papers, hug her children. But the feelings, the pain and the joy were muted, as if wrapped in cotton. Her husband asked if she was all right. She said, "I'm fine." Friends said, "You look better." They meant the weight had lifted. She felt less, not better, less. When Palmila told her doctor, the numbness scared her. She was told again, "Some people experience emotional blunting. It often passes." The leaflet tucked in the medicine box mentioned risks, the words legal and small. She read them at night under the thin lamp. They did not say what it feels like to wake one morning and find your laughter has been rented out. Her children saw it before the doctors did. The daughter asked, "Why doesn't Mum play with me?" The son said, "Mum sleeps a lot now." Their questions echo where love used to live. Palmila's husband sat beside her, pleading, researching at 2 a.m., hands over his face. And still, the world around them treated it like a private, inconvenient thing. After all, it's just an alteration in mood, they say, a phase, a problem with a solution on aisle 3. Her doctor ignored her questions and also did not inform her of the pronouncements of U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA. In October 2004, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued its most serious safety notice, which is a black box warning on all antidepressant drugs, stating, "Antidepressants increase the risk of suicidal thinking and behavior, suicidality, in children, adolescents, and young adults in short-term studies of major depressive disorder, MDD, and other psychiatric disorders." The warning required that doctors and families monitor patients closely during the first few months of treatment, especially when doses were changed. A regulatory step meant to safeguard, but a regulatory step also meant to remind. The medicine that promised hope carried a risk for some. The warning covered youth under 25, according to the New England Journal of Medicine. For Pamela, a 42-year-old adult, the reaction seemed distant, irrelevant. Yet the same pattern of risk, unfamiliar and unseen, began to invade her life. Palmila tried to stop. She tapered. She asked for help. She followed the scaffold steps they gave her. But withdrawal is a crooked road that is confusing and cruel. nights when sleep refused her, days when the tremor of fear lived under her skin, words failing where they once flowed. One ordinary evening, the house was quieter than usual. A kettle boiled, a clock ticked. Her husband left a note that he was stepping out but came back and met her door still closed. He knocked at her door and found the room still. He called for an ambulance, called for help. He held a silence that would never leave him as he called on family and neighbors who were met by the blue flash of emergency lights reflecting in the windows. Faces were blurred while mouths were left open. There are moments when time fractures what came before and what came after. For Palmella's family, that crack was final. The doctors said they were sorry and supported their claims with paperwork. The community offered casseroles and condolences. People said the right things while some said the wrong things. It was only the pills, critics said. She shouldn't have stopped them so fast. Others said, if she'd asked sooner, maybe. Blame is a poor salve, but people are good at finding it. The anger in the family burned in two directions: at themselves and at a system that prescribed hope like candy and then shrugged when the sweetness curdled. What Pamela experienced is the part the ads never showed. The emptiness left on the kitchen table, the way grief insists on being taken seriously only after it breaks the heart. Palmella's family began to ask questions. How was the risk explained? Who listened when she said the pills made her feel hollow? The FDA warning existed, yet many adults weren't told. How many patients get the same quiet warning tucked into a leaflet without someone staying awake to watch? They learned clinical words: emotional blunting, withdrawal, suicidal ideation, and many more phrases that sound distant when your morning light has gone dark. Palmella's story forced her community to listen. Her school created new mental health checks. Her husband began speaking at local groups about vigilance and advocacy. Friends organized support for those tapering off meds. A tragedy became a seed for change, small, stubborn, but real. Inside those little bottles can be both promise and peril. We must not let glossy ads and quick fixes silence the hard work of human care. If you love someone, ask the questions. If you are struggling, tell one person. Medicine can be a tool, but until we pair it with listening, compassion, and patient support, a bottle will always be only part of the story. If you or someone you know needs help, contact local emergency services or a trusted health professional. Share this video to spread awareness. #BeyondPrescription.